Baby Beard Media. Shut up and take my podcast.
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 Stereotypes.
The foreigner. My customs are different. Upwards inflections. Australian.
Your beer belly is so big, your door doesn't even close, and that doesn't even make sense.
The sentence ends well with, I got advice from Nixon.
We're a G-rated.
This is a problem. Are we? Futurama podcast.
Trademark. License. Copyright.
Don't say those words.
Shut up and take my podcast.
Hey everybody, how you doing?
Hey.
You can't answer that. All right, welcome to Shut Up and Take My Podcast, a Futurama podcast where we look at every single episode of Futurama chronologically from the beginning all the way to the end until it finishes.
Most impressive.
Yes.
Almost.
Oh, you almost tripped yourself up on
chronology.
chronology.
A lot. I'm drunk. I am Sean, and I'm joined here by James.
Hello.
And Phil.
Hello.
Philip J. Not Fry.
Yeah.
So this week we are looking at the lesser of two evils, which is episode 6 of season 2.
And
Shut up, it is season 2.
And it's brought to you by Fatal Spores.
Fatal
No,
Spores.
Arachnospores. The Fatal Spore
They're
with
probably
a funny name.
Yeah, they're probably fatal though.
Yeah, they are very fatal arachnospores.
Directed by Chris Sauve. I got his last name
Sauve.
completely wrong last time.
What did you say it was?
Salve?
Salve?
It's Sauve.
Yeah.
Suave.
Yes.
Sauve.
That's what I was
Suave was the other. Yeah.
Suave.
Chris Sauve. It's his first solo. It's the first time. Wait, is it? Let's get this right. Yep, first solo directing.
Okay.
Because it's a time when we went to Bot Planet when they had 4 directors
Yeah, that
credited.
was a mess.
It's like, who actually directed it?
I don't think no one really wanted credit.
put everyone's name on it.
Well,
Yeah.
that's why it was all over the place, because they're like no.
It's quite common at this point in a series to kind of toy around with the directorial team.
Well, now that we're in season 2, they've started bringing in more directors
Yeah.
because they had their original writing team and their directing team, and now they're starting to see what else they can do. We got the writer of Eric Horsted, which was from A Flight to Remember, the Titanic episode. So we've brought him back a bit. Air date is February 20th, 2000, sorry. Introducing Flexo.
Yes, Flexo.
Flexo.
And we get to see Bob Barker come back.
Come back?
Well,
From
considering...
the past.
From the past. Like, not like in the show-wise, but like, he's a reference that like, I think in 10 years, no one will know.
No.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like, it's borderline being dated, and it's going to be very close
Well,
to...
because now it's
Yeah.
Drew Carey on The Price is
Yes.
Right. So
Right,
Drew
for
Carey
sure,
took
yeah.
over about 5-10 years ago now.
Yeah.
So
And they do make a little sly Price is Right
Yeah, they
joke.
do, yeah.
They slip one
Slide's
in.
pretty-
It's pretty obvious. Yeah.
guessing of the
Yeah.
price, which is nice, I guess. You could have something Bob Barker. related.
And return of the Crushinator.
The Crushinator.
My God, she's beautiful.
End statement.
End
statement. Who wants to run down the plot?
The lesser of two evils, the crew, delivering a very expensive jumbo atom to the Miss Universe beauty pageant, and it goes missing when they arrive, and it's about them trying to get it back.
And who is the suspect?
The main suspect is
Yeah.
the new person on the team, Flexo, who they meet when Fry hits him with a car, like a literal old-timey car.
20th century
in Pastorama.
Pastorama, yeah, which is the setup part of the episode.
And do we have any car enthusiasts here? Because I'm not, but I still looked up what the car was.
Yes,
was the
please.
car?
Tell us more.
It was called an AMC Racer, which was a popular 2-door car in the 1970s.
Oh, okay.
It's called the first small wide car.
Oh,
Really all I got
Yeah,
for
that's all you got.
the idea that it is a completely naff car. Like,
Yeah. What do we guys think?
I like it because it's basically...
The car? Specifically just the car?
It's a beautiful model.
The color.
The colour is lovely, lime
Colour's good,
green.
and it's space. It's a wide version, so it's more roomy. It's
Yeah.
airy.
But what do we think of the car, and what do we think of the episode?
Oh, right, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Basically, I think about them as the same.
Yeah.
They're one of the same. But I like it. It's kind of following that similar thing that like a lot of sitcoms do, where it's
I thought
like
you were going to say, think about it the same, it's a wreck.
no, but like it follows that like that classic, I guess, trope of there's the evil version, or there's the one that looks just like them.
Who has a beard, obviously.
who
And they
has,
make
like-
jokes about that.
Well,
Like, you only think I'm evil because I have a beard.
That's a Star Trek reference.
yes,
Mirror
yeah,
Spock.
mirror,
Because
mirror,
it's
mirror.
evil, there's Spock and evil Spock, and the only reason he's evil is because he's got a goatee.
Yeah, of
He's
course.
got a massive
Except,
beard.
and the weird thing is about that is, in that Spock actually turns out to be good in that universe, just like Flexo does.
Yeah.
He's the only good one in that mirror universe. Everyone else is completely evil. So
Yeah.
turning out Shatner,
Bizarro world.
yeah, bizarre world basically.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you enjoy, sir?
Yes, I do enjoy. I don't know, just everything about Flexo is just fun, and like it has a great moment where Ben Santa's just wearing so many scarves for no reason other than just a great gag.
Yeah.
I felt it
Visual
kicked off
gag.
a lot more. It felt a lot more natural as an episode in the second half. I did feel that the opening half, they fell into a few traps of random jokes for the sake of random jokes.
Yeah.
Which I was noticing a lot more. It just felt, which is weird for not Ken Keeler, Eric Horsted. Actually, that makes sense because I didn't find A Flight to Remember as funny as an episode, and it very much felt like he was trying to jumble a lot of parts. So he doesn't seem the most focused of writers. So no, I mean, I still enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I kind of concur with you in terms of you have this like inaccurate nostalgia joke. You're like, haha, that's funny.
Yeah.
Nostalgia is always completely inaccurate. Let's go hunt mammoths.
Yeah.
Because it's the year 2000.
I like that. I mean, we've seen that when they go to the moon.
Sure,
before.
yeah.
I do love the idea of that's a lovely Futurama trope, which is we don't know history anymore. We get history completely wrong.
Yeah.
The Honeymooners is a factual documentary of
right to the moon.
Just little things like when Leela makes a joke about needing to go pee in the suicide booth / photo booth turnstile.
The phone booth, yeah.
It just seems like
New York
it's a joke.
traffic.
That's
what I was trying to say is like you go, haha, right? They got Pastorama. It's a theme park. It's inaccurate. And then that's the next 10 minutes of the show, and you're like, where are we going? Where are we going? What's going to happen? And then they hit Flexo, and you're like, oh, right, okay, we're like 10 minutes, 15 minutes in when we're kind of maybe getting the plot moving. And then it's like 5 minutes after we learn about Flexo and Fry not getting on, where you just suddenly get the professor go, oh, by the way, here's the plot of the episode.
Yeah.
It's this atom. And you're like nearly halfully through the episode before
sexually
you
suggestive.
get on with it. Yeah.
Sexually suggestive professor.
Invites everyone to his bed and then into the bathtub.
Can we go somewhere a little bit, somewhere else? Oh, certainly.
It's smash cut. Like, it's nice.
I like thinking of the logic of smash cuts. He has to get out of the bed, take him on with him, run the bar, derobe, and then continue the conversation.
Well, he said before he has no modesty.
No, that's right.
Those conventions are gone.
That's right.
Yeah, those are ancient,
your modern sense of modesty.
Went out like the dodo or something.
I do like. I have a weird kind of. It tickles me the way the atom is. Like they use the 3D animation on the atom. It just makes it look really spiffy.
Yeah,
I really like that. I don't know. It's just something really pleasant to me.
The animation in general is one of the strongest aspects of Futurama. The way they utilize 3D and they experiment with it. Yeah. So even just effects they'll put on, like you look at when Fry, Leela, and Bender are looking at the traffic from the 20th century. Yeah. It's not 3D, but it looks 3D with the amount of effects to make it look like a hologram. It looks visually stunning.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Just as this episode kind of falls into that similar trap where I guess the first 10 minutes isn't necessarily as important as the rest of the story, and we see it so much.
It takes too long to get to the primary thrust of the episode.
Yeah, well, they enjoy being in two different stories too much when they do their best work when they focus on one. I mean, like, not that I didn't like Pastorama.
Yeah.
I mean, like when he goes on the subway train and he puts like the newspaper on, then he's like
See, and that's an example. I'm torn because I thought that joke was funny, but it felt very joke.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
It's a joke.
And it's part of a run of like sort of 10 jokes, and you just like nothing's really happening. We're just visiting a place and just cramming
New York
gags
jokes.
In.
They're New York jokes. And jumping turnstiles, sleeping on trains.
And I like New York jokes and jokes about the past, but like even the whole like concept about Pastorama is like we saw it on the moon. Basically the same thing.
The joke's done, right?
Yeah. It's like they go to a place that's just about the past.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't that funny how we misinterpret it? Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to laugh, but I've seen it before.
So this episode's significant for a few reasons. Number one, we get the Squinty Fry meme.
Yes.
We do, yeah.
I forgot where it was from, but so Squinty Fry meme, if you don't know it, look up Squinty Fry meme. Yeah. If you don't know it, well, why?
Not sure if...
He squints and we make a meme out of it.
They preempted, I don't know if this will be the title for it, but they preempted Star Wars 9.
Yes. Yoda's bar mitzvah.
Yoda's bar mitzvah. Hasn't been named yet, so it still could happen.
Still could happen, yeah. I'm hanging out for that.
Hey, he can come back. He's force
for sure, yeah.
This is the first time we get Calculon... No, sorry, we got Calculon...
Is he Jewish?
Yeah.
Yoda's Jewish?
Yoda's...
Pretty sure it's canon that he's Jewish.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, he's more Hindu.
Do they have bar mitzvahs?
In the future, they can.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We get, so
in the
Calculon Florp is back from My Three Sons, the water guy comedian.
Yeah.
And this is the first time Brannigan, so the judges.
Oh, right, okay, sure.
Yeah, so Florp is the water thing from My Three Sons. And Brannigan, this is the first time Brannigan's without Kif.
Yes.
Oh, right, okay.
Very first time you see him as he's just there.
Maybe that's why I found it so strange.
And another
He's the perfect choice to be hosting, as Leela points out. Is like, of course,
another string of runs where Brannigan. What is his job? What does he do? He just freelances everything.
Yeah, the thing is, he's like the most famous starship captain ever. That like I assume that like events like this would want to get him because he's so notable. Like. Everyone's like, he's an adventurer, basically. They want him like hosting
I really
this.
kind of wanted Bob Barker to introduce Brannigan and saying he's back from his recent victory because the running trope of he's either come back from a victory of conquering the deaf people or the like some sort of minority or some sort of
some handicapped kind of.
I did realize something that like, you know how they always say like Simpsons predicts the future. This episode did predict something. Dud did predict something.
Dud did.
When Leela gets announced as the winner, and she's like, oh, she puts on the crown, gets the flowers, and then it's like, oh wait, no, you didn't win. It's that happened last year.
Oh really?
At
Miss Universe,
Steve Harvey at the Miss Universe competition said the wrong name. They gave her the crown and the flowers. Then like, oh wait, it's not you.
I'm sorry.
And they had to take it off and give it to someone else. And I'm like, oh my god, it actually happened.
It's the most awkward 5 minutes you'll ever watch. It's excruciating.
I do remember hearing about it. Oh my god.
Oh, and Steve Harvey of all people.
Yeah, like that's the worst thing you can do.
Sorry, you're not as pretty as this other guy.
Tell her, give me back the crown and flowers too. Yep, sorry, and push it to the side.
I mean,
Futurama got some future right.
Great feeling for the runner-up though.
Oh yeah, imagine that relief. Like, oh my god, I am the best.
Good to know. Yeah. Any other thoughts? Favorite moments or moments that didn't work? We've gone through those actually.
Well, I have a couple of thoughts. They kind of have this rivalry going between Amy and Leela,
yeah.
Which there's just in a little exchange here, but I feel like they're sort of growing an antagonism between the characters that's going to pay off later. That's kind of interesting in terms of like a larger arc for the characters. So if you're watching along with us, I'm talking about the dig that Amy has about Leela not liking beauty pageants because only cute girls want to be Miss Universe.
Every girl wants that when they grow up. I didn't. Oh, maybe it's just cute girls.
Cute girls, yeah. So I thought it's kind of interesting. It's like it doesn't really serve anything in this episode in particular.
Yeah.
But that idea that perhaps there's a little friction between those characters and their differing attitudes. And robot culture is the other one I wanted to talk about. Robot culture. So we have when Flexo's introduced, we have like a look at robot culture. They go to a robot strip club.
It's 120 degrees.
And
like very little oxygen, which is probably like a normal strip club.
Yeah, it's like check out that exhaust port.
Exhaust fans. That's right.
He gets a lap dance, which is just a large robot falling on him and vibrating in his face.
Tress MacNeille, the voice actor, her sexy acting. Ooh. Yeah. Chicka-cha.
Yeah. And she's just like an oval shape with a feather boa
and a little slot.
Yeah, for money.
Isn't it like select sexual transaction or like
erotic transaction?
Yeah, select erotic transaction.
So yeah, we have like robot culture is always like it's sort of an odd reflection of human culture.
Yeah.
It's
always to the excess, basically.
Yeah. And we get, again, the classic Futurama visual gags where the gyrating robot is built to gyrate around an axis.
Yeah, that's why she was built.
That scene as well had a weird line that was cut. So when Fry doesn't want to be there, and then Bender says, shut up and hoot, which is before the race. He's like, shut up and hoot. And that's when the stripper comes out. The original line was going to be, what are you, gay?
Oh, really?
Which is what they take out and then put into the Amazon episode.
Yeah,
because Kif and Brannigan, what are you, gay? When they're about to get snoo.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So they took that out and then put it into a later episode because the censors were Fox was a bit about the joke.
It's a bit... Yeah, but like it makes a little more sense in the context of snoo.
Yeah, I mean it's not a dig at so much at gay people as such. It's more just like, why would you not like this? What are you, gay?
Yeah.
It is, but it isn't. It's very...
Yeah, I mean,
it feels
it's-
more of a dig in a strip club and less of a dig in you have to have sex with women to death.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
But it also just if you give Bender that line, you're like, oh right, well Bender thinks being gay is an insult, and suddenly you make Bender, okay, he's unpleasant, but
Yeah.
then he's like prejudiced and unpleasant.
With Brannigan, it totally makes
It's
sense.
fine.
Yeah.
He's a,
you
woman,
already
he's a
hate
womanizing
Brannigan.
pig.
Yeah.
for sure.
You can hate Brannigan. It's fine.
Yeah, we don't really want to hate Bender in that
No, you don't.
in that way.
Yeah.
But I do love Brannigan.
You can love hate him for being a pig.
If we're on favourite moments, we have to talk because we both love this.
It's my favourite moment as
It's
well.
so good. The scarf,
Yeah.
the turtleneck, the scarf, the cravat,
Yeah.
the
And
map.
Hiding behind the wall.
Yeah. Just
What?
tilted.
Just because the only distinguishing feature of
Yeah.
Flexo
The metallic
is
goatee.
his metallic goatee, which comes off in the other episode.
That's right.
They have it kind of.
It's
passes
just
between
magnetic,
the two.
yeah.
It's just magnetic, yeah, and they hide it about
Yeah.
8 different ways. And oh look, it's not. He's not actually hiding a beard. It's a
Yeah.
little thing called style.
Style.
Pose. It's like, I'm going to subvert what you're thinking, but everyone's like, it's obviously not going to be Flexo.
Yeah.
Because they do it so
They
much.
do it like 8 times. And there's like a great gag in that sequence as well, where there's a cupboard that says emergency supplies, and inside is a
Clown
clown
costume.
costume. And it's not. They do not reference it at all. They do not point it up. It's just there.
Yeah.
And that's good because, and also it lingers on that shot for a second more than you would think it would. Just to have Leela go, why?
Or it's like, and then like Fry's like searching for her underwear when he's actually generally concerned about trying to get Flexo, but he's still like, he's just distracted so much by underwear.
By an underwear drawer.
And not underwear, underpants.
Underpants.
Which, according to David Cohen or Ken Keeler or one of them, saying underpants is 20% funnier than saying underwear.
It really
I'll
is.
give it
though.
that, yeah.
It
I'll
really
give it
is.
Underpants.
Underpants drawer. A moment I'm not sure I liked, I guess, but I'm not sure like furthers the story is the opening when they're watching Cop Department.
Cop department.
Yeah. Okay.
Play on cops.
Like, I mean, I love the play on cops, but we have that, and then we go to Pastorama, then we meet Flexo, then we go to the Miss Universe contest. It seems like a lot.
It seems a bit padding, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
It's like you're padding to padding just to get to meeting Flexo. Like, so much padding. Like,
I have to admit that is a cool little feature of the Alien, though I do enjoy self-blurring.
While you're at it, unblur
yeah.
your face.
or it's
Oh,
like, he
man.
crawls in the bush, he's like, I'll get him. And he gets a boot out.
I'm
Oh,
going in.
yeah.
Oh, those cops are pretty cool as well.
They're always good to see, actually.
Earl, URL.
URL.
That's his name.
Earl, yeah. Earl and
Okay.
Smitty.
There's a nice moment near the end where they clean up the story where like the person who's guilty is Bender, obviously,
Yeah.
because he steals everything. But you're like, well, okay, what's going to happen? And they just arrest Flexo anyway because
Yeah.
Bob Barker's like, yeah, that looks like him, sure.
And
then,
like, it's Earl in there as well. Like, they're just the only
They're the
cops.
only cops.
The only cops in the
New
universe. Not even the
New York.
universe.
yeah,
We got nothing to do.
Yeah, nothing.
The ending is weird. That was kind of a flat last gag, I felt.
what happens? I've
Just
already
the joke
forgotten.
about the radiator.
Right, yeah.
Fry just out of nowhere is like,
Yeah.
I had sex with that radiator robot. It's like, that was a radiator. Oh. Anyone have a burn award?
Yeah,
And then it ends?
Yeah.
So that was a weird little flat joke. It's kind of similar to when we end on the ship a few times.
Yeah, when they're just partying.
Endings that kind of go, oh, that's an odd little...
I feel like
Yeah.
The Simpsons has the same problem.
Yeah.
Like it often doesn't know how to end, and just the last joke is a bit like what? To the point that I thought after a while it might be a choice that they like ending on more of a
just a gag, even if it's the gags.
They've
not-
ended on gags
Yeah.
before. Like, for
Yeah.
example, the last episode, Crustacean in Love, where it ends with him trying to reattach Fry's...
Yeah.
that is a good
and
final
that's-
gag as
that's
well. Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
It's like-
But that's important to the story because, like, tying together back their friendship that was kind of broken apart, where it's like, I'm going to help you piece
Yeah.
yourself together, but I'm super incompetent.
I think this is just a symptom of the episode, which is random gags
Yeah,
happening for
yeah,
random
definitely.
reasons. Hey, had sex with a radiator. Cool.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
maybe realistically, it's like he was so turned on with that lap dance that he kind of,
He's into robots now.
He's into robots, which we get a later episode
Yeah.
about. Not
I
being
mean,
into
yeah,
robots,
but probably not.
I don't think they're thinking that far.
I'm trying to piece it together, man.
trying to save him.
I'm trying to save him. Okay.
I'm trying to remember where we fell last. Is our current winner Crustacean in Love?
Yeah.
I think it did.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, because we just loved how gag and story were all tied together, and it's an award-winning episode. And
All right, well, we have to pin this up against Crustacean in Love.
And it
It
doesn't
does.
win.
They can't see you shake your head, Phil.
oh god, yeah. I shakes head.
Audio
shakes head.
medium.
Yeah, I'll get used to it. Shakes head. Shakes head.
We need Foley.
Yeah, sadly.
Yeah. That's not the
That's
worst
not,
Foley
that's
I've ever seen.
not the sound my head makes. It does make this sound. Oh wait, hang on. I'm going to crack my neck. Hang on.
Well, let's see if it picks
Crack.
this. Let's see if it picks this up.
That's all I
Tell
got.
me,
That's all
Thomas,
I
picks
got.
it up. No,
He's shaking his
just
head.
squinting
Shaking his
and
head.
shaking his head again.
Yeah, he's doing the fry meme.
Priming. Wait, 2 words.
And for,
Yeah,
our,
for anyone who
first
doesn't
word.
know, there is another person
yeah, I was
in
going
the
to say
room.
for our listeners, Tom's our sound guy.
He actually never speaks.
He's a mute.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
on mute.
Yeah, so Crustacean in Love, I'm pretty sure is going to stay on top.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
on this
for
round.
sure.
I love Flexo and I like the introduction, but he has a better episode later on, which we'll get to as we go.
But I mean, like, this episode still is fun to watch. Like when they're seeing that ad about Pastorama, it's like, are you like tense and impatient? Shut up and get to the point.
Yeah,
there's
there's some good jokes.
Yeah, there's a lot of good jokes in it. I think just overall as a story, there's not a lot of
Yeah.
heart into it. There's no like character development other than introduction of Flexo.
Yeah, we don't get any kind of poignant moments or
Yeah.
anything like that.
It's funny. It has a good guest star. It has a good introduction of a character, but they're not great and they're not overly memorable.
Yeah.
Like, they're fine. It's adequate. It serves.
I mean, it should just been like they have to deliver the atom, but like they deliver it a day before, and during that day it gets stolen. They have to track it down.
Yeah, and
it's easy.
we could do more with the beauty pageant maybe, and
Yeah.
and kind of keep it a bit more cohesive. Just cut out some of those past gags, maybe spread the Pastorama gags into
Yeah.
sort of
Yeah.
more episodes.
or you could also spend more of the episode of Leela's dislike for beauty pageants and that
Yeah.
whole
Yeah, that'd be a nice
deal,
development.
and
yeah.
then explore like Amy a bit as well. Like you can have more of the jabs. Like Amy loves beauty pageants, and Leela's like, oh, that's just stupid.
Or like just like Leela gets somehow pushed into being part of it for some reason.
Yeah.
Like just to, I don't know, maybe
Because Brannigan just
yeah,
puts her in.
maybe she realized like if I'm part of it, I can stall. Like I can like really like talk longer during like
Yeah.
things while Bender and Fry like go and find the atom.
Yeah, and we could have had jokes about the whole thing in beauty pageants where they ask them, what do you think about world events?
Yeah.
And they have to make up some kind of answer that makes them sound intelligent, and it could make Lily look stupid if she doesn't know about the event or whatever.
Yeah.
We were just rewriting the episode now. Is that what
Yeah.
we do? Do we just rewrite Futurama?
Bit of, we are writers. We're not writers. We will be.
Aren't we
writers.
all writers?
Yes.
Yes. Metaphorically speaking.
Writers of our own
we
lives.
write our own stories.
This is a bit of a cheat, but we'll do the voice of Flexo because we've done Bender.
Yeah, okay.
Different character.
But Flexo's got a bit more laugh to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I love you. You're a wonderful human.
Fuck. Okay.
That's me. I'm out. Jesus.
No, that was just terrible. I can't do it. Bender's voice is just, it's not possible to do.
This happens every time to me. I hate you. No, but you're alright though.
That was a donkey.
All right, yeah. Doing it with my best Eddie Murphy.
You know what I like, Buffy?
We'll do a Shrek podcast. Yeah.
Shrek podcast.
Shrek podcast.
Well, they are making the 5th Shrek movie.
How?
They've got all the actors on board.
Well, of course they do, but that's not a question.
So they can animate things in computers now, and so they sort of make the characters on a computer and make them do stuff. Yeah,
Because Mike Myers not doing anything, Eddie Murphy not doing anything,
Yeah,
Cameron Diaz
sure.
not doing anything.
for sure. Yeah.
If they bring John Lithgow back, which I would love,
I'm assuming they'll do like Revenge of Lord Farquaad. Or
that would be
something.
amazing.
They need a story.
Or he did come back in one of the direct-to-DVD shorts.
Really?
Yeah, like he
As
was
a
a
ghost?
ghost. Yeah, as a
Oh,
ghost,
of
literally as a
course, of
ghost.
course.
How does he die?
He
Gets eaten by dragon.
Oh, of course.
And who plays dragon? No one.
Didn't have
Frank
a voice?
Welker probably does the voice. Next week we have Put Your Head on My Shoulders.
Oh yes.
Amy gets to develop her relationship with Fry.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah.
This is when they start-
they have their heads on the same body.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, because they start dating and then there's a horrific accident.
I wonder if they got the inspiration for that from that Simpsons Halloween episode where Mr. Burns ends up on Homer's
That's
neck.
Matt Groening had done that. That comes before, so this isn't the first time he's done a true
Yeah,
head episode.
yeah,
So yeah, no, that's exactly it.
Okay, cool.
Bit of rehashing.
Bit of rehash. It's like
It's your own idea, right?
Yeah.
You can steal your own idea.
Exactly. It's like
Exactly.
that happened at the end of the episode. So I guess now he's like, now I get to explore like the actual dynamics of how that would work.
Make a whole episode out of a Simpsons gag.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
But that's the convenience of having show made before this, and you're like, I didn't focus on that. Let's
Yeah.
let's pull that out and work on that.
But it worked, so let's stretch it.
Until it breaks.
God, that's the Despicable Me effect, isn't it? What worked in Despicable Me? Minions.
Let's make a whole movie out of them.
Or, did you just censor yourself?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I got muted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, baby beard minions. Until then, I have been Sean.
I've been James.
I've been Phil.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye, everybody.
Go away.
Jesus.
Begin.
Let's earn our wages.
Have we monetized it yet? Advertising revenue rolling in?
Oh, I have.
Right. Okay.
It's like
I'm
direct
rolling
to my
in it.
bank account. And it's like Tom Cruise is it Tom Cruise and John Travolta are trapped in the closet?
You are having some mealy
Tom
mouth
Cruise.
moments
Yes,
today, aren't
I'm
you?
so bad today. Start like doing like vocal exercises or something before we start. She sailed to seashells by the seashore.
That's inspired by a real person I learned. She was a paleontologist who sold fossils she found at the seashore.
And did she have a lisp or something?
Well, it's just about her.
Oh, okay. He's like, sell my seashells. And she was like, fuck, I gotta teach this person.
One thing I am trying to incorporate into my daily life now is eradicating the word like.
Yeah, that's hard.
Very.
Unless you're saying something is like another, or you like, I really like.
I just want to expand my vocabulary because they say like people say like when they. I know.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
it's like panic for time to think.
Louis C.K. talking about how people overuse like words. Fuck.